World leaders are gathering in el-Sheikh, Egypt this weekend for COP27 to tell the world how they are living up to their commitments to limit global warming. But not all leaders are able to attend. With that, Abby Kugadasan joins us now live from outside Buckingham Palace. Abby, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about what we can expect from Prince Charles's climate reception at Buckingham Palace today.
John, the King is hosting some 200 global leaders, decision makers, and representatives from various NGOs. The British Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, will be in attendance, as will the U.S. Climate Envoy Secretary John Kerry. And the invite has also been extended to senior representatives of the Sustainable Markets Initiative. That's a project that King Charles established in 2020 when he was the Prince of Wales. Their aim is to include the private sector to accelerate the transition towards a more sustainable future. Some 500 CEOs have already signed on to that project. But this reception that's being held here at Buckingham Palace today with those some 200 guests are to mark the end of Great Britain's presidency of COP26, the UN climate conference, ahead of the one that Egypt will be hosting starting Sunday.
Prince Charles, when he was prince, was a champion of the battle against climate change. Now, as king, he won't be going to COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh. Walk us through why that is, Abby.
John, that decision came from the previous British government under Liz Truss. She reportedly didn't want his first overseas trip as the monarch to be to Egypt. She wanted it to align with diplomatic priorities. Canada apparently was at the top of that list. So she had advised him not to attend. And of course, she's not in power anymore. Rishi Sunak has not reversed her decision. A spokesperson for him did say that if they had more time, perhaps they could have coordinated the logistics of such a trip for the king. And as you mentioned, the king has been a long-standing advocate of environmental issues. He gave his first speech on climate in 1968. Since then, he's attended various climate conferences, including the one in Glasgow last year, where he delivered a keynote address and spoke to various people there. He's met with activists, like young activists like Greta Thunberg as well. So we know that all of this was done in over the decades. But as you mentioned, this happened in his capacity as the Prince of Wales, as the king, perhaps his role changing a little bit. When he took the throne, he did say that he would step back from some of the causes and charities that were near and dear to him.
Thanks, Abby. Abby Kugadasan in London.